Hello again, and welcome back to the Life Diet 10-Day Detox series. I hope that you guys are getting some great nuggets from these videos that I'm doing for you. All of this information is coming to you from my book, The Life Diet 365, Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of You. I am Suzanne Stroud, and it is my pleasure to spend these next few moments with you. Today we're going to almost do like a rehash. I know on day one we talked about unwanted hounds, and then yesterday we talked about having a conversation with the most important person, you, and taking your life back. And before we get into day 4, which we're going to talk about the detox, I want to go back and talk about the unwanted hounds again. And I want to elaborate on something. I figure I will give you a better example of how to remove those unwanted hounds from your life. So I'm going to share an example with you. A lot of times when we have people in our lives that are not good for us, we tend to believe that if they're family, especially immediate family, if they're family, that we're supposed to keep them in our lives because guess what? We were all raised, family sticks together. And I'm not saying family shouldn't stick together, but if the family that's sticking with you, ripping your heart out, causing you ulcers, giving you a headache, you don't need to stick together with those family members because they're making you sick, literally making you sick. And so I want to share an example with you. I had someone ask me a question one day in a group session that I was doing on the book. And they asked me the question, they said, well, what do you do if the person that's toxic in your life is your dad? That happened to be the example that was given, but you can place whoever you want in that particular position. And for her, it happened to be her dad. And she said, well, what do you do if, it's your dad? And I said, well, one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that if a person is rude, if they're obnoxious, if they have a bad attitude, if they don't know how to talk to people, if they're just all around toxic and negative and nasty, if they're that way before they become your mother, your father, your sister, or your brother, just because it has that title doesn't make it a requirement for you to keep them around in your life. So I said to this young lady, she says, well, what if it's my dad that's toxic? I said, well, you have to keep in mind that before he became your dad, he was that way. So you have to go back to who the person is and what they are before the title. So before someone became your mother, before they became your father or your aunt or whoever, if they had those bad tendencies, doesn't change just because they have that title in front of them. So if you remove that title and you still have those things that are going on and that person is just causing some gut-wrenching uncomfortableness going on, then that is obviously an unwanted hound that you need to remove from your life or create some very, very strict boundaries. I'm not trying to break up families. I'm not trying to break up relationships. I'm trying to promote self-care. And the person that you have to care about the most first is yourself. And once you care about yourself, then you're open and free to care about everybody else because you yourself understand the boundaries that you've set for yourself. And when you understand them, then the people in your life will understand those boundaries. So as you do an evaluation, because yesterday on day 2, I asked you to have a conversation with yourself and just take your life back. So I'm putting all this together that you would go back and you would just kind of look and say, who in my life is causing me this pain and this anxiety, and they have this negativity and this toxicity. If it's a family member that is in that close proximity, then you're going to have a discussion. You're going to have to take care of some things because here's the thing. A relationship is not worth you being sick. It really isn't. So I'm just here to tell you, take some time for yourself, evaluate your life, evaluate your relationships, and just see who are those unwanted hounds that need to be removed. Take that time and do some self-awareness and take your life back, because if you're putting up with that stuff, then you're teaching them how to treat you. You're saying it's okay to be rude, it's okay to be nasty, it's okay to be disrespectful. You're saying that when you don't step up and set boundaries. So hope you're learning something from these things and you're getting some nuggets to help you improve your life and get to where it is that you want to go, because it is my goal to help to push you forward into life, liberty, and the pursuit of you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow. Bye-bye.